Which plants actually grow in a Houston garden? Guys, it is April 29th, and in Houston gardening terms, that means that it's like late of the beginning of the gardening season. So let's take a look at all of the things that we have in our garden so far. First, the one that I showed you guys yesterday is this passion fruit. She's so beautiful. She's grown back from the ground. We thought she was dead, and now she's probably 3 feet tall, growing a few inches a day. Next, we have this Bougainvillea vine. And she's in a very wet part of the ground, but she's growing beautifully and has these beautiful pink flowers. So very happy about that as well. Next, if we move over this way, we have a jasmine planted last year. Probably grew 3 or 4 feet total last year. And this early spring jasmine, they get white flowers and they smell so good. They smell like lilacs. And if we migrate over here, we actually have another jasmine from last year as well, growing even better. Probably because it gets a little bit of shade over in this corner, if I had to guess. And here are the 2 new jasmines that we planted. Really hoping that they grow up this year. Next, moving to the actual garden, we have, I don't know what flowers those are. I think those are marigolds. Marigold flowers, I want to say. We have some peppers. Peppers are growing beautifully this spring, and they grow, and then they actually become peppers in the summer. And you get a lot of fruits off of those. We got what looks like some basil. Basil gets huge here as well. You get flowers and it'll really sprout up into a full plant. And then our tomato plants. Tomato plants will grow up all over this arch, probably till about right there. And then if we go to this garden over here, we've got some cucumbers, some vining cucumbers. Those will grow big all the way up here, hanging on, and they'll have tons of fruits. Last year we probably had 30 cucumbers. And we've got some more tomatoes in there. We've got some flowers. We've got beans. We have more cucumbers over on this side of the arch. And then if we go over here to our standing garden, or what should I call it, standing garden bed, we have onions that the tops, actually you can clip the tops and eat them. We eat them with eggs, but they're still growing. Once they start getting yellow and wilting, then they'll actually have onions in the ground that you can pull out, like bulbed sweet onions. And as you can see, cilantro, grown from seed this spring, is absolutely popping. We have lots of cilantro. Over here we have our roses. The pink roses are growing amazingly. They're so beautiful and so big and so bright. I really love them. And we have some like white roses that we planted. And the white roses just aren't doing very good. You know, they've seen better days. Or rather, I guess I should call them pink roses. Sorry, my neighbor's dog really didn't want me talking about the roses over there. But, so those are the main plants. And we have a beautiful flower garden that my wife planted over here. And this flower garden has a bunch of Texas wildflowers, lots of zinnias. My wife is always overplanting zinnias. And so you have a bunch of zinnias and a bunch of native flowers, and they're going to grow up and be really beautiful. So that's what we have going here. And that's what's grown so far. You see that certain things grow better in the spring, and you have other plants that are kind of like grow better in the summer, and some of them really come to life in the summer. Some of them wait until fall to actually start blooming or start having fruits. So I'm really hoping that this passion fruit has some passion fruit fruits by the end of this summer. So I'm really excited for that. But that is what we have growing in our Houston, Texas garden. Let's get after it this year. Bye.